Hello, welcome to SportAches with your hosts K Noon, Smokey, and the Bean.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Kobe and Gigi and the 9 lives were lost in the helicopter crash a year ago today. We're gonna take some time for silence.
And we're back. I'm going to just give some words for Kobe. Kobe meant a lot to everybody. He was such an inspiration, such a different breed. You never saw somebody work like that. And he's just such a great motivator and worker. And he showed all of us that anything is pretty much possible as long as you put your mind to it.
Yeah, man. Inspiration to us all.
To the world.
Very sad day. Very sad day in history. Very crazy. First on the agenda, we're going to talk about the NFC Championship. What a game. What a match. I won a little money on that bet. I'm going to have to bring it up.
So did I.
I won a little money on that bet. Last episode we talked about it. It just so happened that the Bean didn't trust in Tom Brady.
He didn't pay attention to their first matchup. That Bucs defense is no joke.
No joke at all.
They don't say I didn't trust in that Tom Brady because that Tom Brady threw 3 picks as well.
Tom Brady really choked it. Tom Brady really gave it all he had to lose that game in the second half, low key.
He tried. I mean, I won with the second interception was on Mike Evans. It was off his fingertips. The third one, Mike Evans wasn't tracking the ball, and Brady had to throw it up, and he was getting pressured as he was throwing. And
Brady was trying to make a GOAT play in year 21.
Like he's just throwing it up. I mean, he could have thrown it out of bounds, obviously, but I mean, same difference.
He definitely should have done because
it was third down. What's the difference between that and punting?
But let's not act like the Packers didn't piss away the game too. You have 4th and medium on your goal line. And you kick
4th and 9, I believe. But they did try it 3 times and didn't get a yard. Even though Rodgers did have a play where it looked like he could have scrambled, and he just decided
he should have just ran it.
Yeah, he tried to throw it.
There was a play where Lazard ran a slant on the.
Oh yeah, that was the first play. On
the right side of Rodgers, and he didn't turn his head for the ball.
Yeah, he didn't turn his head for the ball. It's the same thing that happened with Mike Evans on the Brady pick.
Yeah,
I mean to a lesser degree because Mike Evans was trying to get downfield.
He was kind of underthrown. Like Rodgers put that ball in perfect place.
I mean, yeah, because Brady was off balance and pressured.
I think Matt LaFleur is going to be answering questions for at least the rest of the offseason about why.
Yeah, like that was ridiculous. I don't know how you go for it.
You have the MVP.
Don't go for it down to 8 points.
You have the MVP.
Either way, you need a touchdown.
Yeah.
And you just gave them the ball back in the ice.
I think that play is right up there with the Seahawks passing the ball.
But actually, didn't the Buccaneers get lucky with a call? Like they got like a
pass interference, but it was a pass interference though. It
definitely was. Yeah, he definitely did pull on the jersey, but I think that was third down.
Or it might have been Evans.
And the Packers did have a chance to get off the field, but they fluffed it.
Yeah, they tried to send pressure, and there was just not enough backside help there. Oh yeah, I've been saying that every team's playing to lose to the Chiefs. It's crazy
what we're seeing with the Lakers, except
barring a catastrophic injury,
bigger degree.
They're not beating the Chiefs.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. The Chiefs went to that matchup and just completely dominated the Bills. After this 9-0 start, you're thinking, oh, what's going to happen here? Are the Bills about to pull something off? And then Mahomes just is what he does. They got like a lucky touchdown off a muffed punt too. Like it was really worse. It was worse than the score indicated.
Yeah.
It was like you never knew where the offense was coming from.
It was like a 21 zip run too.
I mean, but the Bills are just the Bills are not going to get nothing but better.
Yeah, they're a good team.
Yeah, they definitely need to patch up some holes on their defense.
They have, yeah.
And they need to address that running game because they have to find a way to get that going. They got to find a way to help Allen.
They should try to get another receiver out there to try to help.
Yeah, another receiver would definitely help.
Imagine thinking like Allen Robinson or somebody crazy.
Allen Robinson needs to get out of Chicago.
Like shade Stephon Diggs with 2 people every time he's like on the field.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. They need somebody else to like help spread it, like get that spread out there.
But Josh
Allen's accuracy got so much better this season. It was crazy.
He's really working on it.
That just shows you how crazy that team is because not team, but how crazy that duo is because he's basically playing 2 every time and he's still coming out.
Josh Allen was definitely out there giving it his best effort. He was making it happen with his legs. He had an unfortunate interception late in the game.
We've seen some strides from him this year.
But Josh Allen, it's only up from here. That guy's gonna be a monster.
All right, next we're gonna talk about, was it Bill or was it Brady? There's a lot of talk about the fact that now Brady's going to the Super Bowl without Bill in the first year. It's a big thing. That's a statement. That's a big statement. So what do you guys got to say on that?
I think you can't really. It's too early to tell, obviously, but not too early. Let's not act like Tom didn't go join a super team in Tampa Bay.
That's my point. That's what I think exactly. Honestly,
it's like a monstrous front seven.
That defense is ridiculous. One of the craziest front sevens in Carlton Davis and Winfield. They have a good secondary too. It's a great and
one of my
that Buccaneers defense is definitely built to kill.
And the year before Brady got there, there was 2 top 5 wide receivers on that team.
And
then I would say top 8.
They added AB and Gronk.
And then they added AB and Gronk.
Yeah, and then they AB, Gronk. I mean, they did lose O.J. Howard this year, too. But they still have Cameron Brate.
And they have
good riddance. They don't need him.
They added Leonard Fournette.
This team is ridiculous. That team is ridiculous.
At the end of the day, they said, I think they said, like, Belichick was calling the plays, but Brady still got to go out there and throw.
Yeah.
They were throwing, like, 10-yard slants forever.
You got to make his reads.
Yeah, Brady was definitely. You have to be accurate. You have to know. You have to audible. You have to know when to kill plays. You have to know when to run the ball.
Quarterback of all time, but I think it was because of Bill too, though.
I definitely think Bill being his coach and like teaching him about football.
We might not even know the name Tom Brady right now if it wasn't for Bill. Honestly.
All right, well,
okay, relax with that, but
No,
I think having both of those minds is what made them so great. I think it's a combination of both, but I would say it's more Brady than Bill because you have to go out there and put it into action. You have to do the work.
Honestly,
and
after I
also
saw when Brady went down for a little bit and they were starting Garoppolo and then he got hurt and they started Brissett and they were still winning games.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was during the fight game.
That's winning. That's winning regular season games versus winning championships.
That's going to be good.
Let's not act like that's a high pressure situation.
Okay. But
they get the right quarterback. The Bills.
When they won that Super Bowl versus the
like you have a good game manager. He's not a GOAT.
When they won the Super Bowl versus the Rams, let's not act like they wasn't just throwing 10 yards. Like they won the game basically with the defense.
Yep. I mean, yeah, but and that was definitely a low point in
Brady's Super Bowl. Are you really giving Brady credit for that Seahawks win?
Yeah, because he still put up 30 points. I mean, the man he didn't just hand like. Malcolm Butler got the interception, but they had to have the points on the board to win the game, no?
Yeah, and they almost lost.
Yeah, they almost lost, but the Seahawks were a great team. What do you want? They were the Legion of Boom, and Brady was dissecting them.
I mean, I guess.
The interception only iced the game, too. Brady was still going to have a drive. No, it wouldn't have been over. Yeah. The game wouldn't have been over if it wasn't an interception. That just iced it.
But, I mean, I would have liked my chances with the Legion of Boom in a minute drive. I would have
liked my chance with Brady in a minute drive. Are you crazy?
Damn, I wish I could put money on that right now.
I know, me too.
Simulate that in Madden.
Give me the Legion, nigga, for 500, please.
Yeah, let's go simulate that in Madden right now. 500 times. See who wins. Minute drive.
The last point I wanted to make was Rex Ryan also said people weren't coming to New England to be coached by Bill Belichick. They were coming to New England to play with Tom Brady. You have to appreciate him as a recruit as well. Of course, Bill Belichick has that recruitment process. Like he's the analyzer. He finds these guys in the middle of nowhere and turns them into stars.
Drafts guys and makes
you're not bringing talent like Randy Moss if you don't have a Tom Brady. Like, don't get it twisted.
Are you guys familiar with Fred Taylor?
Yeah.
So Fred Taylor said when he was playing with Brady, Brady used to always be like, "I don't care what Bill says, run it how I say."
Because Bill isn't the one out there doing it.
But you got to look at it like this too. Rex Ryan could just be mad that he got outcoached by Belichick.
Yeah, he doesn't want to say it's Bill OD. That's like if Isaiah.
Of course, yeah. That's what it all was in the comments.
All right, so now that we can talk about this Bill versus Brady, Brady without a doubt is undoubtedly the GOAT in the game right now. I mean, you can debate Peyton Manning, you could debate Drew Brees up there, you can debate Rodgers, but rings talk.
Yeah, they do not have the history of success that Brady has on his resume. It's that simple.
Come on, that guy's special.
10 Super Bowls.
And he's getting better with age, and they're building a great team around him. So he's the Jordan of the game. They both have 6.
You really want to talk Jordan versus LeBron with Mahomes? Jordan had Phil. He has Bill. Mahomes have.
Andy Reid is one of the greatest offensive minds of all time. To give him a weapon like Mahomes, the plethora of weapons they have in Kansas City. He has Kelsey, he has Hill, he has freaking Edwards-Helaire now, Le'Veon Bell. Like, come on, Mecole Hardman. Like, these guys aren't slouches. Like, their 4th string wide receiver could be a starter on half NFL teams. Like,
the Chiefs
are loaded,
or like the Lakers, honestly, at the end of the NFL.
Except they're worse than the Lakers. They're the easy favorite. At least the Lakers, you have a couple ideas of who could beat them.
Like
who can beat the Chiefs?
It's like we saw nobody beating them.
Like I'm surprised they didn't go undefeated this season. Like when they lost to the Raiders, it's like, what the fuck? Like you didn't think that was possible.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, in that matchup, Mahomes is LeBron. He's the young dude who's just coming to shatter records and shatter history and doing things at an age that it's like, hold on, you're supposed to do that at your prime. What are you doing that year 1, year 2? What is going on?
Yeah.
And so it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
But we're getting to see
the favorite against a super team with Brady at the helm.
Dude, this is gonna be so fun.
You can't say anything more than that. This is gonna be probably the greatest Super Bowl of our lifetimes.
Yeah, the greatest one to like watch and experience.
It sucks that we can't go out and watch this one. Like
that's true.
Yeah, I mean we could go to Long Island if you want. Though.
Well, I went out to see that Raiders versus Patriots Super Bowl. I wouldn't mind staying home for that and exchanging that for this. Not Raiders or Rams.
Oh,
yeah, but that was one Super Bowl that you wanted to stay home for.
Yeah, honestly.
And I ended up going out. So if they could swap the years, I would have loved that. Have that during the pandemic.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I'm excited. I want to see how that defense plays. Mahomes and
this is a passing of the torch ceremony. Honestly, I felt that the first time they played, Brady barely got the best of him. The second time they played, Mahomes barely got the best of him, and this is like a passing of the torch now that they're playing in the Super Bowl.
I saw something yesterday on DraftKings. Somebody put $100 bet down on September 10th that this would be the Super Bowl matchup, and I think if the Chiefs win, he wins $5,000. That's a crazy prediction.
Yeah, I mean the Chiefs better win because they have really favored.
I hope for that brother's sake.
But I could definitely see a way that the Bucs pull this one out, like on the back of the defense. They can get to Mahomes. They definitely have all the pieces on defense required. And Eric Fisher, the starting left tackle for the Chiefs, is out for the year with an Achilles tear.
It's like playing the Warriors. You can't outshoot the Warriors. You gotta beat them. You gotta play D.
You gotta make them play your pace of game.
Yeah, you have to get in.
That's huge. That's a huge part of it. Like you gotta control the time. You can't let this guy Mahomes get too many times.
I think Fournette's gonna have a big Super Bowl.
You have to keep the ball
scores like 2 out of 3 attempts, bro. Like, come on.
And then if not, it'd be like a field goal, too.
Yeah, like worst case, like if they get like a 40-yard Hills play and he somehow stopped them for 3 downs, it's at least a field goal.
It's literally like 3 out of 4 times he's scoring.
I think Fournette's gonna have if it's not a big numbers wise, he's gonna have a lot of carries.
And they're just so creative on that Chiefs offensive side. Like just the way they use Kelsey, like on those middle underhanded throws and freaking runs up the gut. Like they use him like a fullback sometimes. Like
you remember how they
really incredible.
You remember how they used to use Vernon Davis back in the day?
But I just love the way Andy Reid uses all of the weapons on that team.
Yeah, I want to see.
They had the jet sweep to Hardman for 51. Like that shit was beautiful.
Awesome.
I would love to see them go back to back.
Yeah, they're definitely the favorites, but I could see a way the Bucks pull it out. I mean, they have the weapons on offense. They're definitely gonna need Antonio Brown if they want to stand a chance. I don't know where he was. I don't know what he's doing.
He's gonna be.
I know he had a court case. I think it was back in December, but if that's why he's missing time and they're not gonna have him for the Super Bowl, I think it was
an injury. I don't think that was related to that.
Yeah, but they definitely are gonna need him if they want.
Bro, the Judge gotta understand, bro. I got shit to do. There's just so many pieces to cover, and the Chiefs defense isn't the best. Like, I've never watched a Chiefs game and was like, blown away. Oh, he was hurting his knee was hurt after the Saints game. That's why he wasn't active.
But him being back for the Super Bowl is going to be huge for that offense. And giving Bruce Arians and Bill Belichick 2 weeks.
Man,
I said Bill Belichick. I meant Tom Brady. Giving them 2 weeks to prepare, figure out how to dissect that Chiefs defense, maybe find out what the Raiders did and didn't in their win.
But to wrap up, I'm kind of hyped we get to see this. We never got to see Kobe versus Bron. We never got to see Mike versus Kobe.
Yeah, this is definitely a passing of the torch, GOAT to GOAT.
The closest thing you could think about is like we seen Mike versus Magic.
Yeah, that we at least got to see that, but that wasn't Magic, and that wasn't the same Lakers teams that Larry Bird played.
Well, this is two heavyweights going at it.
Yeah, this is going to be probably the best Super Bowl we will witness. From a quarterback standpoint, I mean, even just the two teams are just so talented. It's just.
I say 2015 was the best Super Bowl I ever witnessed.
I mean, yeah, but I'm talking about just from a matchup perspective.
Last year was pretty good too, though. Last year wasn't a bad game.
So moving on to the Mahomes basketball. Right, moving on to basketball. Staying on LeBron James, though. LeBron James played against the Cavaliers last night, and it was just an unbelievable experience. It was ridiculous. LeBron said that he heard a Cavaliers executive say something, and it irked him.
After he missed or some shit.
So then he went for 21 in the fourth.
21 in the fourth after starting with 17 in the first.
Like going ballistic. Man had 46, 7 of 11 shooting from 3, 2 steals, 2
19
blocks.
for 26 from the field. Also started the game 10 for 11.
AD had a bad game, 17 points, shooting 5 of 16.
Yeah, Drummond was putting that weight on him.
Nobody else was really giving them. Montrezl, you can always count on Trez. He was hooping a little bit.
Drummond was kind of. I mean, Davis was playing good down the stretch. He had a few key plays, especially on defense.
Andre Drummond is a superstar. Look at that guy. Was locking up AD. They did their thing. They kept it close. The Cavs are a good team up on the up and coming. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, they got Darius Garland back. That's gonna be huge for them.
That's gonna be nice.
Sexton is taking that leap. I can see already.
Yes. Yeah. If LeBron gets it this year, he's undebatably the GOAT, unequivocally.
That's got to be said. He's undebatably the GOAT.
Bro, Jordan, you're 6-0, bro.
My whole point is that the greatest player of all time is Jordan, but the best basketball player of all time is LeBron, just because of what Jordan represented, what he did off the court,
it's about the fact that he was the pioneer of basketball.
He was a pioneer. He's what made it global.
Okay, but the best basketball player is LeBron James.
But look, the thing is, if the Lakers play the Nets in the finals and LeBron James beats KD, Harden, and Kyrie, and whoever else they add up at the trade deadline and during the season, if he wins, he's the GOAT. I don't care how you feel. I don't care if you're listening. You can hate me, tweet at me.
If he beats that big three,
come at me. But there's no way that Jordan would have gotten maybe one game with Scottie, and it would have taken one game.
Jordan never played this kind of talent.
Jordan was always on that Nets team with the 6th man of the year, Tony Kukoc. Yeah. Ron Harper averaging 20 the year before he got there. Scottie Pippen, who would have probably been.
But they built around him, though.
They did.
Yeah, but LeBron never had competent management until year 16.
Until right now.
Yeah.
That's why he went to the Lakers. That front office and just the amount of money they have, they could just.
And the Cavs at least came right a little bit the second time around, though. They started getting.
Because it was a different NBA.
The first time around.
The first time around, they were disgusting.
The game was completely different by that time.
They were like, "Yo, we got you a Shaq."
Yo, you guys.
Let's talk biggest threat to the Lakers. I mean, the Lakers are the clear-cut favorites right now, right? I mean, just because they're the reigning champions.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the Nets are looking like the favorites right now, honestly.
Honestly, over the last couple of games, it's not really looking like it.
They are struggling.
Lost,
You're right. They're struggling.
They lost. Who'd they lose to? To the Cavs twice, and I think they lost to the Heat too, right? Or did they beat the Heat?
No, they beat the Heat.
They beat the Heat yesterday, but I'm talking about the first match.
Oh yeah, the first time, yeah, they lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is that? 1-3.
1-3 last 4 games.
With the big three out there. I mean, actually,
Katie missed like one
the
game.
second. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the Nets are looking like they're struggling. It doesn't look like they're deep enough. Their bench isn't.
Yeah, they need another
producing right now. Like whenever the big three comes off the court, it's just looking abysmal. I honestly, I think it has to do with the big man more than like the entire bench, though. They really don't have another. DeAndre Jordan isn't a starting caliber big man in the league anymore.
That's what they miss. Jared Allen and LeVert, that second unit.
Yeah, they definitely missed.
That's what I said. I said you're gonna feel those effects. Those are some really. That was like their bench.
But they need a better center. They need like a dog out there.
Literally are going to start on every other team.
Yeah.
Who else do you guys think is a big threat to LA though, besides the Nets?
I wouldn't count the Bucks out.
Yeah.
I think Drew Holiday adds what they lost for Brogdon that past year. And if Giannis could just shoot a competent 15-footer, it could be a lot tougher to guard.
I
think he's shooting a three slightly better, at least like over.
He always does that in the regular season. I'm talking about when it gets down to it.
Yeah, I know.
Like we're gonna see.
We're gonna see what he's been working on.
If they beat the Nets, then they're gonna get destroyed by the Lakers.
But could you beat them 4 out of 7?
Ridiculous.
4 out of 7.
That'd be wild if they beat the Lakers. I mean the Nets.
I honestly think it's the Clippers. I know they're gonna make some moves here at the deadline. There's no way they're gonna keep the same roster. They have to. I think they can see it from an eye level that the Lakers are just a league above everybody else right now. So they definitely need to go out and acquire a point guard. I saw Drummond being linked to them as well. I don't know why, but if they want to, go ahead.
Yeah, they say the Clippers and the Knicks are both targeting Derrick Rose right now.
Oh, Derrick Rose would be a good pickup too.
Another look is the Sixers too.
But to win it all? I mean, it depends on what they do. I think
I do like I definitely like the 76ers. So yeah, the 76ers, they added Steph Curry this offseason. He's definitely been a big addition. He gives them that 3-point percentage, second in the league.
When they lost Redick, they were missing that last year.
Yeah, they were definitely missing Redick a lot. And they needed that shooting. Al Horford and Josh Richardson weren't.
DK, what's he doing there?
He said DK. Yeah, but yeah, Al Horford was definitely not who they thought they was. They gave that boy the max. But what's it called? And Danny Green has also been a underrated pickup for them as well. He's a good perimeter defender as well, and they give them that shooting, that catching shot that they need.
All right, next we're gonna talk about this. It's a lot of trade talks going, a lot of stuff heating up, a lot of players. So 2 of the biggest players that I've just seen are being put on the block, and are even being talked about being bought out are Kevin Love and Andre Drummond. Now, those are a couple of guys that are, especially Drummond especially can add. I mean, just look at how much better the Cavaliers are too. Like, he's a huge guy, a 20 and 10 guy. Like, where do you guys think is a good destination for? Let's start off with Drummond.
For Andre Drummond, I could definitely see him going to a team like the Celtics, but I'm more interested in seeing him go out west. I think he was already linked to Golden State in trade rumors, so if he does get bought out, they need to make that move. Wiseman isn't ready to carry the load just yet, and they need a more than serviceable big man out there. They're starting Kevin Looney to shake up the lineup, but I don't know if that's what they need. I think they need to make a new addition.
For Drummond, I don't think the Nets are a bad option considering they just gave Jared Allen to the Cavs. You said Jordan can't play the starter role, which I agree with, and I think that would be a fire fit.
That would be a scary fit.
Yeah, that would be the scariest thing in the NBA. So
they would have 4 all-star. No, they would have 4 like all NBA players.
That might put them over the Lakers for me.
Yeah, from a talent perspective, for sure. if they aren't already. I mean, maybe not top to bottom, but.
And, I mean, for Drummond, I think it's got to be the Celtics. I feel like that's like a team that really they've been needing Drummond. I've been saying for like 4 years. It feels like, and they have the trade player exception.
I'm surprised they didn't trade for him before. The Pistons traded him for Brandon Knight and John Henson. Like, why? What could the Celtics not have matched? Like, if you give them Taco, I'm pretty sure that's a better offer than what they fucking.
Honestly, the Knicks could even be considered buying him. I would be not bad down.
I definitely I saw that too, but I don't want to speak it into existence.
I don't want to. I don't think obviously that would mean Mitch comes off the bench again. But honestly,
yeah,
I mean to get a player like Drummond for free, if we're gonna really compete, we might as well. I mean,
if we want to compete, but I don't want to just.
I don't want
to. I'm trying to get the highest draft pick possible. I'd rather be sellers at the deadline.
Well, personally, I want to compete.
What about like Drummond to the Hornets? Oh, that'd be great. LaMelo,
yeah, they definitely and they lost Zeller like at the start of the year. They definitely need a big.
Yeah, man, Hayward and Drummond and
Zeller isn't a starting caliber.
And when Zeller came back, he was dropping mad passes.
Yeah, baby hands. Also, let's talk about Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball being linked to the Knicks and to the Clippers as well. Definitely would love to see that guy come out here in New York and play some winning basketball for us. He's just a perfect fit. We need a floor general. He can shoot some nights he's off, but when he's on, he's on. And one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA already. And he's only 22 years of age, so he definitely fits with our timeline as well.
Yup.
It's a perfect fit. I would be upset if New York didn't pull the trigger.
Yeah, I would love that. I saw a trade for Redick and Zoe where we would send like Burks, Peyton, Bollick, Frank, and a future first, and I am down for that. That sounds realistic too. JJ and Zoe would put us over the top. And also, if we make the playoffs, which I think we will with that team, we would get like a mid-level pick, which I still think we can get a good player. Like the Magic made the playoffs and they got fucking Cole Anthony. So like, and we're not gonna need a point guard like that because we're gonna have Quickley and Zoe. I think that would literally bring out the full potential of our offense. With those two great shooters.
Just those two playing with RJ and then Lonzo full court pass. I don't want to dream it because I feel like it's not gonna happen. But
that'd be beautiful.
I don't even think tanking is the way to go. Like you gotta
at this point, we're not that bad.
The way the Nets and the Clippers made their
team. I don't want to tank. I kind of do because the talent.
Because I want Kate Cunningham. Like
I want somebody for
a franchise point guard. But if we can get a guy like Zoe, I believe he can be a franchise player still. So
no, but I'm saying the way that the Nets and the Clippers made their team is by competing and then
with the trade.
Yeah, but that's what they already had like a bulk of young talent too. Yeah. Like we have our guys, but we could use some more. Like we don't have that one superstar that takes you over the top. That LeBron, that Curry, that
So wait, let's move on to Kevin Love real quick before we get off the topic. Did we talk Kevin Love? Did we say this to
No.
No, we did not. That's what I was thinking. So for me, firstly, I'm gonna say the Suns. I think it'll be a great fit. Chris Paul, him, Booker, Ayton. I think that's a good pick. I think that helps them out a lot. I think that makes them stronger, but I don't know if that makes them a championship team, obviously. But
it definitely helps their odds, boosts their chances.
Yeah.
Would love to see him go out there. For me, I got him going to I don't have him realistically going there, but I would love to see him go out to Philly and play with the boys on the 76ers.
That'd be good.
Yeah, they need the shooting. Of course, you already know the vibes. They definitely could use the rebounding as well because other than Dwight and Embiid, they don't really have anybody. I mean, I guess Simmons too. He's a good rebounder, but other than those three, they don't have anybody to rely on as much for boards. So he could definitely give them serviceable time down in the post.
Y'all ready for my hot take?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I think this might go. I think he should go to Milwaukee.
Is that your crazy hot take?
Yeah, he's accustomed playing without the ball.
I mean, yeah, but Giannis is already a power forward, and then they have Brook Lopez at center. So you're gonna put Giannis at small forward again?
You don't got to start, bro.
That's whack.
That's why.
I don't want him starting.
You're right. That is a hot take.
Yeah, that's a gross hot take.
Hey, man, don't be mad when it happens.
Ew.
I hope it doesn't.
I mean, if
Who would they trade for him? Oh wait, actually he'd be.
It's a buyout.
There's no way he signs somewhere to be off the bench, bro. He'd be like a starter on the Nets. I'm pretty sure if he signed to Nets, and they would probably
or maybe the Clippers could pick him up because they're starting Batum. Batum could definitely hit the bench.
That'd be dope.
Yeah,
they need some more scoring power. That'd be dope.
I'm telling you, bro, he's gonna be in the Bucks.
All right, bet. You want to see?
Right. I'll put money on that. I'll put money on it.
I got 10 on that. Not happening.
TV, bro, don't do that.
We're not because you the last 3 episodes you've called me out for bets on TV.
Hey,
on TV.
I'm using my decline.
I know. So I didn't decline one.
Yeah, the Ravens and Bills.
Okay, but that was not even on the show. I declined it, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
All right. So how much do you want to put on that?
We're not doing that.
All right, let's do $5 bets, but only if it goes to the team we think.
So who y'all got?
I got the Nets. I'll go Nets.
You got Nets as the most likely?
Yeah, I got that's where I think he'll go.
I got Clips.
And you got the Bucks, I assume, right, bro?
I think Bucks.
Okay. All right, so then the winner will get $10 paid out 5 from the 2 other people. Bet. Or do you want to do 10? Because either way, it could be none of the 3 teams. We could do 10.
It's whatever.
So,
I doubt. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It could be the Heat. The Heat is a great fit for him.
Yeah, the Heat are also a great fit. They definitely need another scoring option.
I might go Suns. I'll go Suns.
What do you mean? So you changed to the Suns?
Yeah, I'll go Suns.
Yeah, the whole purpose was because you put it on the Bucks and nobody.
Yeah, but I bet we'll do it. All right, we'll do $5 each. We'll do it by so 10 to the winner, or do you want to do 20 to the winner?
Nah, I'm only putting 5 on this shit.
I bet. Okay. All right. So now after that, let's talk New York Knicks. Let's talk this beautiful game. I mean, it was a loss, but we are battling, and that's good to see.
IQ.
And there's a special head-to-head matchup between 2 of the greatest players in the NBA, honestly.
This team is missing Lonzo Ball, but yeah,
Immanuel Quickley, 31 off the bench.
8 of 8 from free throw. You know, he
does not
he's giving you that 40-90. He's giving us like 35.
There, bro. Kentucky don't miss.
He's giving us like 40, 35, 90 splits. But the guy's an absolute freaking bucket.
10 games into his career, bro.
He was showing off that entire arsenal. It was so beautiful to watch him work. He had a left off the glass that looked exactly like one that Lillard had earlier in the game. It looked like he was watching Lillard play and copying his
growing up. So you know he had to show out.
Yeah, and he was he also had an interview before the season started saying make your prediction for the season, and he predicted that he would hit 5 threes in a game, and it only took him 10, 11 games into the year. And
might be the coldest thing on 2 feet right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
he's definitely out the bright spot of our future.
I'm so excited to watch this guy. But man, if only Topin panned out. He's not really panning out. His shooting isn't
12
there yet.
games in, bro. You just gotta.
Yeah, you gotta be patient with a guy like him.
No summer league. I mean,
summer league. Big man.
Wait, hold on, Paul. Well, you said something similar about Knox like last year and all that.
What?
You wish he panned out?
I mean, compared to Michael Porter Jr., who we could have got.
Yeah, I guess. But he's balling.
I mean, he's decent. Balling? I wouldn't say balling.
Producing.
What?
He's being productive. He's not just taking up.
Yeah, the guy's a fucking rifle. He's
39.
Stroking it from 3.
39% from 3.
Yeah, but he's taking more 3s than 2s this year. He can't finish at the rim still. And
they're not giving him touches around the rim though.
Yes, he is. He always
Bro,
drives.
he averages 2 shots that are not threes.
But that's not really his game, though. His game
Yeah,
is
because
like,
he
Yes, it
doesn't
is.
do it. He doesn't
He
drive
did.
because
He
he
dunked on Ben Simmons as a rookie. Bro, This guy
bro,
has
that's on a
slashing.
putback. It wasn't slashing to the
Bro,
rim. It
he's
wasn't
still
like
not
he made a
slashing.
move.
That's slashing.
Bro, that was a putback. That's not like he made a move, cross the guy
Bro,
over.
but
and
he's
dunked
done.
on
He
him.
did that a bunch his rookie year too, when he's just driving and he just goes in with the thing. He has like the wingspan. That's
yes,
just,
but who was his teammates his rookie year? That's what he like.
Yeah, like
bro,
the guy.
nobody. It was
He
just
was
he was
literally our
our
number one scoring option compared to the roster we have now. This guy's like 4 for 5.
Not even.
Yeah, maybe not even that.
He's not. He averages 6. That man is like.
I mean,
behind us.
yeah, I think it's because of his playing time too. I just can't stand how little Tibbs is using him out there. But yeah, he really only uses him when he's on from deep.
Maybe trade him to for Alonzo.
All right.
We needed pack
Yeah, I
up
mean, include him in the
Frank.
trade, so at least he could be like, maybe he can learn to be a good hooper from like seeing Brandon Ingram play with the same body. Like, learn to hoop. Come on.
Yeah, not for real. He needs to learn how to
Literally,
slash.
look at
He
it.
needs-
You said he was maybe our 4th or 5th scorer. Look at where he is. There's 1, 2,
I know
3.
as far as averages, but I'm talking about as reliable because we didn't have Burks for a while. I wouldn't call him. I would call him more reliable than Alfred Payton, even though Payton puts up more points. That's just because Payton is a point guard with the ball in his hands, and fucking Tibbs loves him because of defense.
But Peyton does get after it defensively.
Yeah, he does.
He's getting fucking fried by Lillard though. That was tough to watch.
Yeah, top tier point guard, bro.
I mean, yeah, but
He played really
doesn't
good
do
job.
that every night, and you would assume if you're a great perimeter defender, he wouldn't do it on you.
He did a good job on Curry.
I guess, but Curry didn't have Draymond, and he still had 30.
Unanimous MVP. I don't want to hear nothing about no Draymond.
I mean, that was with Klay Thompson and Draymond versus Wiggins and Oubre, but okay.
I don't want to hear about no Draymond.
Like he leads the team in assists. He's obviously their playmaker.
Unanimous
Like,
MVP. You should be able to go out there and get yours.
he does. He still had 30 in the game. I mean, what do you want from him?
Most valuable player in basketball, unanimously.
I mean, the team it's 73-9, bro. What do you want from him?
Yes,
That's why he won it. I mean, LeBron was only 1 vote away if you're crying that much, if it wasn't for Carmelo.
Yeah, but they never bring that up. You're smart enough to know that.
All right, but
That's
you're acting
one
like
vote
it's a
away,
big
too.
difference.
All right, that's all, guys, from your host here at SportAches, K-Noon, Smokey, and the Bean. Stay healthy, stay blessed.
Be sure to look out for new episodes around the end of the week. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube at SportAches.
Peace out, guys. Take care.